Passivhaus delivers numerous health and well-being benefits to residents. We're currently designing all kinds of sizes and types of multi-residential building, from small infill sites with a few dwellings through to tall apartment blocks. And what we find is that in the urban environment, particularly, where external air quality can be really poor due to nearby roads or railways or other sources of air pollution, or just the general lower levels of air quality inside cities, the Passivhaus approach, with this delivered fresh air supply that's filtered throughout the winter, gives much, much better internal air quality, regardless of what's going on outside the building. And the outcomes are just so much better in terms of respiratory issues when you have that kind of filtration going on throughout the winter period. And unfortunately, we've seen very discomforting headlines all across the UK in recent years, as health outcomes for residents have been really impacted by mold growth, in some cases very, very severely. And the great news is that Passivhaus, which has been going over 30 years, doesn't have a single case of surface mold growth recorded in any Passivhaus building to date. So building to Passivhaus ensures long-term mold-free, healthy homes in a way that no other standard can deliver that we're aware of. And that gives us our happy, healthy occupants over many decades, because it's built into the building fabric. That can last the entire life of the building. So cold winters in Scotland, depending which part of the country you're in, you're going to have quite significant heating bills in many building types. Passivhaus really cuts right to the heart of that. It has the lowest possible space heating bills of any building standard anywhere in the world, and it delivers that standard just robustly again and again and again. It's very, very repeatable. We're expecting more energy price turbulence like we've seen in the last few years in the coming years. We're hoping it'll be on the downward trend in energy prices, but nobody can be sure. And what we probably can be sure of is variability. And the very best house to be in whilst that's going on is a Passivhaus, because it's so much less sensitive to those variations in energy price. And that's just one of the many benefits. So I'm really thoroughly positive about Passivhaus for Scotland. I think it's a great fit with the climate and the buildings that the people of Scotland need.